We're at the end of day 26, and that's 624 hours. We're moving up on the final, we're going to have 3 days left, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 4 days left. Wow. It's kind of flown by. I will be honest, it's been hard to come up with content every single day, and it's been hard to continue talking about not smoking anymore because I'm not smoking anymore. I don't really consider myself a smoker, although I did watch a movie today that had a whole bunch of cigarettes, and for a brief moment in time it did pop in my head, man, I'd like to just do that. And I guess that's where the real battle is, right there, is that voice gets smaller and smaller, but it doesn't ever disappear. It's always going to be there. There's always going to be that temptation, and it's never going to be worth it. So you have to keep that voice small. That way it's easy to dismiss, and once you dismiss it and move on with whatever you're doing in your day, it doesn't linger the same way it does when that voice is very large and powerful and the nicotine's still in your system and has a physical craving and power over you. I do got special news. On the 28th day, I'm going to do an interview for that episode, and we're going to talk to one of my good friends who has been a smoker probably as long as I have. Is also a little bit different for him. He comes from a family that both parents were smokers, so it's been around him almost his entire life. And so, excuse me, guys. So it's a little late here for me. So we're going to hear, how that impacted him, having two parents as smokers, and his attempts to quit. Maybe a little bit about when, I'm still trying to think of what I want to ask him, and maybe we'll talk about things like when he first started, when he first decided that he wanted to quit, and he didn't want to smoke anymore, and what kind of tools and psychology he used to be able to actually quit. And I know he was able to go for a few months. He's also planning a wedding, so I don't think he was able to make it an entire year. But, rightfully so. He's got pretty much... Oh, man, that's twice. I'm going to try not to do that to you guys a third time. I think he's going to try and get the wedding behind him because it's one of the most stressful things in your life to plan, because it is pretty much a performance in front of everyone you know, or at least everyone you're very close with, which actually should make it a little bit easier because it's not strangers. But then again, with strangers, you don't have to see them again. So either way, it is a stressful period, so I can sympathize with him. But hopefully he ends up becoming a fan of this here podcast himself and is able to attempt to quit while listening to it. But we shall see. But that's coming up on the 28th. I don't really know what else to talk about tonight. Well, my girlfriend's saying that I should talk about my diet change, and I actually did that a couple episodes ago. I talked to you guys about wanting to maybe cut back a few different things. But yeah, starting next month, I'm going to try and change up my diet a little bit. Well, there's the third one. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to try each month to go without something. Now, I may not permanently quit it the way I am with smoking, or long-term quit it, rather, the way I am with smoking, but I do want to exercise my power over things that are commonplace in my life and could be considered addictive. So gonna do a little bit of cleansing one period at a time, and then if I ever decide to just go complete Super Saiyan and get rid of all these bad habits and turn into some kind of monk, well, I'll know that it can be done. So on that note, I'm going to cut this one short. In future years, I may add to the content of this episode, but for this particular year one, I'm going to let it be with this. So congratulations to everyone making it thus far. 26 days in. We are almost there. We're at the home stretch. Stay strong. Don't touch any cigarettes or any nicotine or any vape. Stay away from all that stuff. Anything that'll funnel you right back into smoking cigarettes. And as always, have a good night.